right, guys, out here today, Lutherville Timonium with my good buddy Griff. Funny thing about this house is that last time Griff and I were together, we were actually doing video for HGTV.
We were.
We'll insert some clips.
I like this layout, Tim.
Yeah, this is great. This is the open floor plan you were looking for.
Dude, this is exactly what I was looking for.
6-ish years ago, when we were younger, Griff, right, me and you?
Much fitter.
Much fitter, much younger, no kids.
We're still just as charming, though.
Just as charming, just as good looking, both of us.
That doesn't die.
You more than me.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do today is, Griff called me just recently. Pretty cool, she's getting transferred back to her home state of Chicago, back with families. The 3 boys going back to live close to family. So after years of ownership of this awesome house, it's time to sell it. So what I want to do today, we got some cool drone clips. You guys will see the convenience of this. We're awesome location right off Seminary. Beautiful house. We'll go inside, and today is an initial consultation where I'm just talking to Griff about what we're going to do to get this house ready for market. We're probably going to go on the market in a couple weeks, so this one will be expedited pretty quick. But we'll do a quick tour of the outside. We'll go inside, and we'll just talk about the different things that we're going to do. So come on, we'll walk in. All right, guys, on the inside now. It's funny looking at the photos. When we bought this house had just been flipped by an investor.
It was.
Which, fun, a lot of funny stories from that. But it was completely vacant, neutral paint on the wall, and since then, Griff and Dan have come in here, custom colors. It's fully furnished. It looks so much better now than it did back then. Looks awesome. I think it looks great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you think we've made it a home, so that's nice.
Yeah, and like the decor and everything. So sometimes with these houses, you know, we encourage people to come in, repaint the whole house a neutral color. I would tell you with this, Griff picked out good colors, so, you know, the way the pictures correlate on the wall to the colors and everything, we're gonna leave this house with these colors. The only thing that we're gonna do is probably bring in her painter, and we're gonna try to find these paint colors. We're just gonna roll another layer on all of the walls. Good part about that too, it saves money for the seller because the painter does not have to cut in from the ceiling line to the paint line because we're using the same color. Right. So really on this level, we're gonna roll most of the wall. Now in the kitchen, you guys have probably seen on some other videos too, we often recommend this. The cabinets, great condition. They were brand new a couple years ago, but they're oak, which is a lesser desirable material.
It's a little bit dated. It's not as on trend for right now. I get that.
Yeah, dates the house a little bit. The great part is, and Griff and I just talked about this, you can paint the cabinets white. It's pretty easy to do. Get a good painter in here. Yep. Griff has a great painter, commercial painter. So he's gonna run a layer of primer over top the cabinets, paint all of the cabinets white, kitchen island white. It already has granite countertops, and from there, this will almost look like a new kitchen. It'll be a night and day difference. So that's probably the biggest thing that we'll do in the kitchen. Otherwise, the furniture, the staging, sometimes we need to go over things like that, but the table, the furniture, everything in this house is really good. Griff is like super organized. Everything's in its place, so to get this ready for the market, we just have to do a little bit of organization, decluttering, but not much work on this house. Let's go take a look at the upstairs. All right, so coming into the boys' bedroom, Griff, you've organized this really well, right? Making use of the space with this house.
Right, well I've had to, given that we have 3 little boys and a, you know, not a large amount of surface area of a house. So we've got triple bunk beds here, honestly. It only looks like there's 2 there, but the bottom is a trundle that pulls out. So our littlest guy sleeps on there, and it's great in terms of saving storage or saving space because you can push it back in when he wakes up in the morning and you still have, you know, a fully functioning room. So we've got a lot of great storage with that. His pillows and blankets are literally in the side of the stairs because there's storage there. But yeah, I really just kind of try to maximize the functionality of this room with being able to have a little area for them to read. Obviously the baseball glove and baseball is our little reading area. There's some room to play as well, but then when they need to go to sleep, you know, you've got all 3 of them kind of in here. So it's...
And that's something to think about with this house. This house is an amazing location, beautiful aesthetic, great backyard. It's 3 bedrooms, but this is a great example of 3 boys. They are
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. And they all share this bedroom. Look how neat it looks. It's organized. So a 3-bedroom home. We have all 3 boys that sleep in here. And then we'll show you, we have the master. And then even with a 3-bedroom home and 3 boys, we have a guest room. So there's a really good way for people to see that you can have a 3-bedroom home with 3 kids.
Yep.
3 young boys, and still set it up so that it's ideal for living. You don't necessarily need that 4th bedroom.
Totally agree.
So let's go ahead and check out the master. All right, master's great. It's beautiful, wallpaper on both sides. Really cool the way the colors come together. Really soft blue in here. Not too much to talk about in here, right?
No, yeah. This room I just wanted to be, even though it's a little bit, maybe could be perceived as smaller in size, I wanted it still to feel like a nice little sanctuary. So at the end of the day, after you do put all 3 clowns to sleep in that room, that this is a nice place to come and just relax and feel that, you know, you can kind of refresh from a crazy day. So that's kind of why I wanted it to be.
It's awesome. Definitely gives that vibe.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Love it. All right, let's check out the guest room. So as I told you, Griff, moving back to Chicago, that's where her family's from. So, you know, with a 3-bedroom home, she has to account for family coming in from out of town, her mom and dad coming in, they need a place to stay.
Right, my in-laws as well, all my husband's family, no one lives here. So it was always imperative to us that we have a guest bedroom for the family to come into. And this actually initially, Tim, I don't know if you remember, this was the nursery when we first moved in here.
That's right.
And it was perfect for it. We just had, you know, I just put up a different mural that was on that wall, but it was perfect for a nursery. And as you can see, you can kind of cater it toward whatever your needs are, because there's plenty of room here. So I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, great setup, great setup. So what we'll do now, we'll do a quick walk around the outside, which I always like to do in the videos. We'll talk about how to prep the outside of the house. All right, guys, hanging out front. If you see some clips from this house 6 years ago, you'll see, like, when we came in to get this, the person who had flipped this house, no landscaping. There was mulch out front. The front color was not this color.
No, it was this kind of a muted yellowy, yellowy beigey color with like a burgundy shutters.
Yeah.
And it didn't do anything for curb appeal at all. So it was actually last year, I believe, maybe 2 years ago. They're like, you know, we need to update it. We need it to be more classic, timeless, but also, you know, have a little bit of fun to it as well, and kind of personalize the way we want it to. So we went ahead and put this nice taupe color.
Love the color on the outside.
Around. The siding up top is a 1 shade darker, just to give it a little bit of dimension.
Nice.
And then we threw the fun little raspberry door on.
Raspberry door.
A little pop of color.
Navy blue shutters.
Navy shutters.
Navy blue on the front railings.
As well.
So it really gives for a nice front aesthetic. And then of course they put in a garden, which wasn't here when they bought it. So now we have some shrubs, we have some color out front. So in terms of preparation for this, there's not too much to do, but what I will recommend is power washing on the outside, power washing the walkway, the front porch, and then for the garden, just some fresh mulch.
Sure.
Mulch it up. And also probably we'll add some flowers, just a little bit of color, just to spruce it up. But again, the outside was just painted, so not too much to do. Let's do a walk around the outside. We'll talk about any other areas that need to be touched. The only thing that needs to happen back here is just a little bit of basic cleanup and decluttering. The deck's been stained. So again, not too much to do. We'll continue around the perimeter of the backside. So back here, you know, all this was freshly painted too.
Mm-hmm.
So not a situation where there's all that much to do. Looks pretty good. We'll probably do just a light power washing while we're power washing the front. Come back, do a little bit of foundation, maybe hit the gutters, downspouts, trim while we have the power washer out. Probably power wash, you know, just the top layer of the deck off just to get some dirt off. But for the most part, outside this house looks great. Not too much to do. And yeah, so we can pretty much wrap up the outside there. Griff, any other thoughts or things that you want to tell people about this house that could be significant?
Aside from the obvious, which is the location.
Yes, location.
When we moved here 6 years ago, we absolutely hit the community jackpot. Given that I already told you that we're not from here, the neighbors and the friends that we have created by living in this particular neighborhood have become literally like family. And it's actually pretty bittersweet to leave.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we're actually leaving one family to go back to another.
Yeah.
But that would probably be the biggest attribute about this neighborhood, is the fact that it's like-minded people. It's very family friendly. Everyone looks out for each other. It's safe. It's close to everything. Great schools. I mean, you're really, like I said, you're hitting the jackpot.
Yeah. Well, hey, often when you're buying, if you're a consumer buying, and it's very rare that you get to hear it from the seller. So that's why we like to do these videos. It's cool to hear from the seller what they like about the house. This is Thornley, great neighborhood. If anybody's wondering where we are, we're in Thornley. Again, this will be coming soon. If anybody has questions about this, if you see the outside, if you see this video and you think that maybe you might be interested, shoot me a message. I'm happy to get back to you. We can get you in for an early showing, and but yeah, it'll probably be on the market in a couple weeks. So. Cool, good stuff. Good return from our HGTV roots the last time Griff and I did a video together. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found it informative, and stay tuned for more videos.